first time that we're using this new version of Google Hangouts together, and we're just going to talk a little bit about how we've been doing as a team, how everybody's been doing as a team, and just the process so far. So with that, I'll hand it over to Miss Andrea.
Hey, I had to talk about, I had my part of the project was the behavioral checklist. So, through WhatsApp, we created a WhatsApp group. We all kind of, we set up the list of where we were going to, what we needed to present, and I went ahead and chose the behavioral checklist. So I thought if I didn't have that much trouble with it. I mean, the book is very self-explanatory and it has everything there for you. So I just had to read the chapter, go through it, and write my part, which I hope it was you guys liked because I kind of tried. It's really hard for me to talk very little. I talk a lot and I write a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. So it was hard to kind of shrink it into a paragraph. I actually sent a text to the group, I think, asking, oh, how long, I mean, how short does it have to be? Because I was panicking and mine was a little over a page and then I had to, like, make it less than a page. Um, but I didn't have any troubles with that at all, so that was good. Patrick, what about you?
Well, I think for being an online project, it was pretty easy. Everybody was on top of their assignments. Everyone was meeting the deadlines. We didn't have any people in which they wouldn't respond back to messages or emails. Everyone was doing their part, and I think what really helped was the WhatsApp group that we created. Everyone just signed up for whatever they wanted to do, what they thought they would be good at. And as far as my part, it was basically doing the abstract, the introduction, the conclusion, and being one of the presenters. But apart from that, I did take the liberty of being one of the editors, of just looking for grammar, spelling, any other punctuation, etc. But for being an online project, it was pretty easy. And I mean, everyone was doing their part. We did set from the first week of class, we did set deadlines of try to do this by this date, and I think that really helped make the project so much easier to do.
And I completely echo what Andrea and Patrick have said so far. I think it was really awesome. I think of all the different types of groups that I've been in so far at UTRGV, this is, I think when you say easy, I think we're talking about how well the group was flowing through the process. And I think one of the things that really helped a lot was as soon as the group was filled, the WhatsApp group was like immediately created, and communication began like instantly. So it was almost more communication than I've experienced than in a regular classroom setting, which was really interesting. And because of that, I guess, access to each other at any moment in time, whenever any person had a question, it was immediately posted on the WhatsApp, and the first person to read that question was immediately giving feedback and communicating. So that was awesome. And again, like I said, this is like my first time using the whole Google Hangouts thing, but it's really, really, really interesting. And the way that we've flowed through the process really has felt the opposite of difficult, working together as a group. And then as for my part, absolutely, I think when we're designing the essay, to be able to present that hypothetical and to go over that process was, again, very, very well organized. I think through that communication that we developed, we were able to go through a process that was very well organized. So no problems at all. And if anybody had questions or if anybody needed help, we're immediately there to support each other through the WhatsApp and making sure that we're constantly connected. I think so far it's been an excellent group. It's been an excellent experience. And yeah, absolutely, it's been really great.
I kind of want to add something. I want to add that I'm really surprised because like Peter said, I've been in a lot of groups and in class, this last semester, right? And I wouldn't hear from them for like forever. And here I felt like for example, for this Google Hangout thing, we were like helping each other out, like, okay, hey, try this, try that, or this and that. And I feel really like I can say happy that I'm not complaining about this group just because I am always complaining about group projects. And I wasn't complaining about this one at all. I was just like, yeah, yeah, okay, question, answer, this, that. And everybody was turning in their things when they needed to. So it was like, okay, awesome, because I know that I panic when group members don't reach their deadlines, but
Well,
everybody was doing it.
like, I'm sorry. I think the good thing was that we made our own deadlines aside from
Mhm.
the class deadlines. So we followed that, and I think that was great. And as you said, and as our tutor said, we've never met, and well, we did really great, I guess. And well, for my part, since that all the writing parts are were taken, I did the PowerPoint, and I am also one of the presenters. But well, I think it was a great experience with you guys, and I really like this team.
Me too. I wish all my teams would have been like this or continue to be like this because we because we literally like we put our own deadlines and we actually pulled through with them. Because in other teams, I know that I told other team members. I know I had a international management team, and I was always like, okay, by this time we get the, and then it would be that night of the deadline, and nothing was in, and people were like, okay, tomorrow, to where it was the last week before the project was due, and we were doing everything, and that kind of drives me nuts. So I'm really, really happy that with this group, we were all able to, stick to the plan and finish this project when we were supposed to, and good. Like I feel like we did this a pretty awesome job at a project. You know,
Yes.
so that's just me.
Awesome
Okay, guys. Thanks, guys.
job, everybody. Awesome, awesome job.